The way that you report a qualified charitable distribution, or it's also called a QCD, and you have to report it correctly or you'll end up paying taxes on it even though it was money that was given. So when you get your 1099, and you have to be 70 and a half, folks, to be able to do this. So, if you're not quite 70 and a half, just put this on the list of things to do whenever you turn 70 and a half if you have an IRA. So you can give directly from your IRA to a nonprofit organization, just like John said, and then you have to report that to the IRS so that they know that you don't have to pay taxes on that part that was distributed. So when you get your 1099 from your brokerage company, it's going to report everything that was distributed from the IRA. It's not going to make distinction about where it went, whether it went to your bank account, to a nonprofit, or anything else like that. That is your responsibility to report that to the IRS so that you don't have to pay taxes on the part that was given directly to nonprofits. So if I'm looking at the form right, the 2022 Form 1040, it's around line 4. So 4A says, what does it say on your 1099, basically? How much money was distributed from your IRA? So you put the total there, and then when you get all the way over to the right-hand side where it totals up all of your income, 4B says how much of it was taxable. So if your 1099 says $20,000 because $20,000 was distributed from your IRA, that number goes there. But in the taxable box, you put the amount that was not given to ministry. So if you gave $10,000 of that $20,000, then you only put $10,000 in the part that is taxable. So it is your responsibility to document where it went. So most platforms will send you out. I know the platform that I'm on sends out a letter every time you make a distribution to someone or some entity other than yourself, and it will list it out. It will say the dollar amount, it will say the name of the ministry or the name of the nonprofit, and the address where it went and the date. Make sure that you keep good records for that. Now, if you don't do your own taxes, it's very, very important that you notify your tax professional that you have done these qualified charitable distributions. Because if you only turn in your 1099, your tax preparer is not going to have any idea where that money went. They're only going to see how much money came out. So you may want to provide these documents to them to show that some of the money that was distributed went to nonprofit organizations, and just ask them the question, make sure that they understand how a QCD works. Most of them do. I mean, it's not a thing that's really widely talked about outside of our program. I don't hear it talked about too much, but it's a great benefit, and hopefully the government will never take that away.